Just a few minutes ago, President Trump threatened to blow up everything and take Iran's oil if a deal was not reached. Now you can see here that he came out and said that there is a good chance of a deal with Iran within the next 24 hours. So how does this impact the crypto market? In today's video, we'll be going over the most recent Bitcoin price action, but you can see here that we are slowly getting towards my long-term accumulation zone, which begins below $60,000. So what is next for Bitcoin? Because we've just continued to chop around. And if we go on the lower time frames, you'll notice that we're currently right at the point of control of this range. Now, we've been in this exact same range for well over a month now. The real question is, when will we finally break out to the upside or to the downside? Now, if you've been tuning into the channel, you know that I am favoring a move down for Bitcoin sub $60,000, and my trades reflect this. You can see here that I'm currently up around 200K on my Bitcoin short. I'm currently up around 100K on my Tau short, and I'm also shorting Ethereum. All of these trades that you're seeing here have been shared in my group. If you want to know how I'm personally trading the market, you do have the first link in my description down below. If you DM me the keyword CBM on Telegram, you're able to join my private group for free. Now, I would also recommend that you sign up to Bluffin or 2bit if you're interested in trading the crypto market, because there's tons of opportunity to make money trading this market, whether we go up or down. So if we don't get a deal, I would suspect that Bitcoin could get a lower time frame dump, but the technicals always come first. And you'll see that we've tapped into this crucial support level multiple times. We have the first test here, then we have another test here, and we've discussed this in my previous videos, but every single time that we've dropped below the value area low down to around 65K, which is a crucial region for us to hold, well, Bitcoin has managed to hold on to it as support. Does this mean we're going to get more upside? Look, if we take a look at the liquidity, we have to understand that it is relatively even here. You can see that there is liquidity built up right above the current prices, up to around $68,000, and then from 69 all the way up to around 71K, there is a good cluster of liquidity. However, to the downside, we also have a big cluster of liquidity, and this brings us all the way down to just below $64,000. Now that's an interesting level because you'll notice that we managed to hold on to it as support before as well. So my base case here is that while Bitcoin will likely move lower, especially over the course of the next few weeks, we can still pop back down and then get a move to the upside. I'm going to be leverage trading this, so if we do get the move to the downside, I may already start taking profits from my shorts. Then I may enter a long depending on the reaction that we get, make money on the way up, and then ultimately I do think that we will break this range, as we've seen time and time again. And if you're new to the channel, not to point the obvious here, but Bitcoin is essentially doing exactly what it did in its previous range, which is chop to the upside, build some downside liquidity, and then break the range, struggle a little bit below the range, and then we had a massive move to the downside. This is the same thing that I think we're seeing right in front of our eyes again. Bitcoin creates this range, this little wedging structure. Then we have that liquidity below the range. We drop below, struggle a little bit to reclaim the range, and then we ultimately have a move to the downside. So I think that this could occur sooner rather than later, but let's see. I'm just gonna keep on trading the market that's right in front of me. If you wanna know how I'm trading, you know where to find me, but the stock market will be very crucial for crypto this week, because we do have these war escalations. One moment, Trump comes out and essentially says, hey, we're going to blow everything up. The next, he says that there's a good chance to have a deal with Iran. But it's pretty crazy some of the language that is being used here. And let me just show you. He came out on Truth Social and said, Tuesday will be power plant day and bridge day, all wrapped up in one in Iran. There will be nothing like it. Open the strait, you crazy bastards, or you'll be living in hell. Just watch. This is absolutely insane coming from the President of the United States. And to add to this, we have to understand that he will be having a news conference with the US military at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. This is just 3 hours after his 48-hour warning to Iran expires. We talked about this in my previous videos. He also just declared that Tuesday was a power plant and bridge day. So let's see, maybe we get a deal tomorrow. The structure is still very much bearish for Bitcoin. I'm not going to come on here and tell you that this is it. Bitcoin is just going to enter this parabolic rally. I don't think that we're at that stage of the bear market bottom yet. So I'm going to keep on trading the market that is right in front of me, and I am making money on the way down. Now, I wanted to bring this to your attention. This week, we have the ISM Services PMI on Monday. On Tuesday, the durable goods orders month over month. Then, of course, the FOMC minutes and the core PCE price index, along with the GDP growth rate on Thursday with personal income and personal spending. Then on Friday, we also have core inflation month over month and year over year, along with the inflation rate. So this is a pretty jam-packed week. We have the war escalations, but we also have some key economic data that is coming out, which will ultimately tell us where the market could be headed next. At this point in time, I have to say that I am still leaning bearish. You're probably tired of me being bearish, but believe me, when it's time to flip macro bullish, I will. My higher time frame analysis remains exactly the same, and that is Bitcoin will be moving lower over the course of this year. And as we establish a bear market bottom, then we can start looking for some solid accumulation and then get a nice move to the upside for the next big bull market. Yes, I do believe we will be getting another big bull market. It's not all doom and gloom for the crypto industry. This is just standard bear market price action. And if you pay attention, it can provide a phenomenal opportunity for the next leg to the upside. Please remember as I wrap up this video that nothing that I discuss on the channel should be construed as financial advice. I'm just sharing with you what I am personally doing in this market. And this market sometimes requires a lot of patience. And that sums up today's quick video. This week should be a jam-packed week with key economic data coming out and potential war escalations or de-escalations. Let's see how the price action develops. As always, I will continue to trade the market that's right in front of me and guide you along the way. If you enjoy the content, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.